Hello you guys, and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to have you here. So in today's video, we are going to be doing another MLM horror stories like normal. So if you want to send me your MLM horror story, I will leave my email down below for you, and let's get into today's video. The first story we are going to read is it a Beachbody one? I think so, yes. So it says, "Hey Deanna, I sent you a message on Instagram when I first discovered your channel and didn't realize until I binge watched your channel that your Instagram account is probably way backed up. I figured I'd just copy and paste this message over here and maybe add some stuff to it. I will also even attach a picture with an explanation at the end of the message. I think it might make you laugh. You're free to use my name if you want. Anyone who knows me knows I hate MLMs. I appreciate your honesty and realness about coming from Beachbody, and because of that, I wanted to reach out. Beachbody is probably my least favorite MLM because I have struggled with being overweight and obesity since childhood and have been targeted by weight loss MLMs before, including Beachbody. But one of the grossest Beachbody experiences I had was here recently. I've lost about 80 pounds on my own with a healthy diet and exercise, and I had a Beachbody quote coach unquote try to recruit me and said I would make so much money if I used my before and after pictures to start selling Beachbody and Shakeology, and implied my weight loss was due to Beachbody. Super gross. Because of that, I've started watermarking all my before and after pictures. Also, because of this, I started my own group on Facebook that supports healthy eating, healthy weight loss, and weight management and fitness, all for free. I don't pretend to be an expert, but am open about sharing my experiences and sharing what has worked for me. Moderation and a calorie deficit. There are no gimmicks, and I try to spread the word. I'm quick to reach out for support anytime I see a fellow mom being targeted by MLMs in the parenting groups I'm in on Facebook. I've also since joined your group. I do have a Facebook group, y'all. If you want to join it, it's always in the link or the description down below. Anyways, I've attached a progress pic that's done with my watermarking for whenever I post on Facebook or Reddit. Thought you'd get a laugh. This person's watermark isn't just a watermark of like her name. The watermark literally okay, the top 3 photos are her before weight loss, and the bottom 3 photos are her after her weight loss, and the watermark says no MLM or pyramid scheme. Then the second photo, again, the top 3 photos are her before her weight loss, the bottom 3 photos are her after weight loss. The freaking watermark goes calorie counting, not MLM bullshit. And I mean, honestly, sometimes you have to do this. I have seen people's before and afters be used for companies, like actual companies, not even MLMs, which is really freaking shady and disgusting in general. But I have literally seen people use people's before and after photos and be like, yeah, this worked, or this person got these results because of our product. And it's like, they don't even know your MLM. Like, they don't even know who you are. So it's like insane to me that like MLM reps will do that, or even MLMs in general. I've seen MLMs post where, like, for example, I'm not saying it's Beachbody, but for example, like Beachbody, how they show before and afters, like the actual company makes the before and after photos. When Beachbody does that, I have seen people use that and be like, this is my friend, or this is my friend, yeah, she used this product, and it won't even be the product that Beachbody said that the person used. So it does happen. So this did make me laugh. I do think this is kind of hilarious. The next one says MLM horror story, anonymous and your health, like YOR. I talked about this one a couple of times before, but it's not one you hear about often. It says, "Hello Deanna, thank you for taking the time to read and share my story. This is a long one, but please feel free to share this part, or share the part you think is most important. I'm gonna share it all." She said, "I have never personally been in an MLM. However, I've had a couple encounters with MLM businesses over my 25 years of living that I thought would be good to share. My very first encounter with an MLM was when I was in college. I had a friend from high school who messaged me on Facebook one day asking me if I was interested in a business opportunity she had. She told me that she was working for a top executive from her company, and he was looking to expand his business in my state. At that time, I found it extremely hard to say no to her. Therefore, I told her I'm open to meeting her executive. Everything happened so quickly. The guy called me instantly the next day and planned very vaguely, or explained very vaguely, about the role he was offering, telling me that I would be selling things to customers. I was very confused and asked him to further elaborate on what type of things I would be selling. He mentioned that I would be selling people things they were already buying, i.e. internet service, phone service, etc. So I will never have problems with finding customers as people were already buying these services anyways. I was super confused and it made no sense to me. but I am the type of person who cannot say no to others. So I told him I'm interested as I had nothing to lose. He then sent me a website and told me to go online and sign up. When I went online and had him walk me through the process on the phone, I found that there was a $500 starting fee. Right when I saw this, before he could continue with saying anything, I told him the page would not load and proceeded to pretend to try to get the page to load multiple times. I then said I had internet issues and we could try again another day. During that call, he never once mentioned the name of the company. I later questioned my friend about the starting fee and whether she had to pay that amount. She said that the company allowed her to push back her payment for up to 30 days, but she would not receive access to the training materials during that time. However, she could still recruit people. Red flags were going off everywhere for me at that point because I was somewhat aware of what an MLM scheme was. My brother was involved with Primerica when I was in middle school. I then informed her that I did not want to be a part of the business, as do I not believe it would be a good fit for me, and she should also reconsider, as $500 is a very big investment, and since she has not paid the money yet, she can still get out of it. She understood and did not mention anything else. A couple days after I told her I do not want to join, she messaged me and told me she will be pulling out from the opportunity as well. A more recent encounter I had was in March of 2020 with yorhealth. An acquaintance from college Facebook messaged me telling me that she was working on a project with a group of alumni from our school and was wondering if I could be a part of the project. As she and I were part of the board for a club at her school, I trusted her, and I also thought that this would be some sort of interview type thing to gather information for the project. Therefore, I said I would be willing to be part of the project. She did not give me any further details and just gave me a time and place to show up. When I got to the place, I noticed that there was a room full of random people I did not know. They made me sign up on a sheet with my email address and everything. The college friend then introduced me to whom I presume was her upline. Instantly, I knew what was going on. Her upline tried to probe me into telling her about the things I cherished and my life desires, probably so that they could use it to lure me into their business. She also tried to get me to talk about what it is in my 9-to-5 job that I dislike. After talking to me for about 10 to 15 minutes and not getting anything out of me, she asked me to watch the presentation with an open mind. They went through the presentation talking about their products and showed a video of her upline who was from Las Vegas. Included the video below in case you're interested. They also shared the dollar amounts earned by the members of their team. They even claimed that one of their distributors made over $11,000 on their first night. At this point, I was calling bullshit on everything they were saying. Throughout their entire presentation, every time the presenter said something, there would be a large number of people in the back shouting, "That's right." I'm not sure if this is actually a tactic that is used to try to convince the audience, or if they genuinely just feel like they need an input every time the presenter said something. When the presenter ended, the yorhealth representatives flocked over like a group of birds catching worms and continuously asked their invitees, "Do you see the vision? Do you see it?" I was so disgusted I wanted to throw up. When my college acquaintance came over to talk to me, I told her this is not something I can make time for. She of course used the whole "do it in your spare time," but it was a hard no for me. I left that night feeling so disgusted about the situation, but I also felt guilt and regret because as I reflected on the situation after coming home, I realized that majority of the other invitees were young, fresh out of high school. They were young and impressionable and ate up this so-called vision like it was everything. I believe I was the only person who left that night without signing up. I feel this way because as I left the room, I saw that every invitee was hyped up, eyes sparkling, with a yorhealth representative holding an open laptop right next to them. A couple weeks later, my niece, who is 19 years old, told me she was invited and sat through a yorhealth Zoom call. I told her she doesn't need it and she could do better than an MLM. I was glad I was able to convince my niece not to join. However, to this day, I still regret that I could not do anything more for those 10 or so invitees I saw that day. Thanks so much for all you do. I don't think you should feel bad that you maybe didn't help the other people because, in general, no matter what you said, those people were going to do what they wanted to do anyways. And I just don't think it's worth, having that guilt behind you, like that feeling of what could I have done or anything like that. I'm so glad that you didn't get wrapped into it, because from your first story, you did say that you're someone who struggles to like say no, and you can be guilted into things probably very easily. So go you. I am debating, should we watch this YouTube video you sent me? So she did say that at the presentation, they would talk about the products, and they actually showed a video of their upline who was from Las Vegas, and she linked the video because it's actually on YouTube. It has 11,000 views, and it's from 7 years ago, and it's actually on the Your Health YouTube channel, which has like 7,000 subscribers. Oh, heck no. Okay, so the YouTube video starts with a Your Health income disclosure statement they post up, which let's even look at this. This has to be a long time ago because they posted this YouTube video 7 years ago, so it's a long time ago. But back in 2014, I believe, is this income disclosure statement. There's my weekly income, and then they do have an annualized average check. I wonder if the prices have changed, or not the prices, the income has changed at all over the years, but I don't believe this MLM is running as an MLM anymore. In fine print, it does say, as of 04/2014, the average amount of commissions, bonuses, and overrides that have been received by all of independent representatives is $655. So once you take every single person that is in the MLM and you get their annualized like average income, it says that it totals out to $655 for commissions that is earned on average, taking everyone into consideration. But the description of the YouTube video does state, to blank, there are 3 types of people: those who make things happen, those who watch things happen, and those who ask what happened. After years of watching his parents struggle to live the American dream, he decided there must be more to his life. Your Health opened that door. It taught him that no one should work hard just to make money. Everyone should work hard to be a better person and serve others, which is today the foundation for his success. So I'm not going to actually watch this full thing because I just don't want them to copyright me or anything like that for trying to use their video clip. It is 6 minutes long. I will actually link this whole video down below, which normally I don't do because I like to blur people's faces and stuff, but this is already on the Your Health YouTube channel, so I will link it down below if you guys want to go check that video out. Ooh, so the next MLM horror story says, MLM horror story, boyfriend's mom tried to recruit me at 17 years old. Hi Deanna, my name is Anika. You can use my name. I love your videos and look forward to them every Friday with my coffee, ready for your MLM horror story uploads. I've been following you for over a year and thought I'd finally share my experience with Mary Kay as a young teenager being influenced into the business when I turned 18. This is going to be a long one, so I hope it's okay. Warning, SA is mentioned below. At 16 years old, I had a boyfriend whose mom was a Mary Kay consultant. She was a stay-at-home mom and drove the pink Cadillac. This story starts in 2012. As a young teenager, I never knew what Mary Kay was. When I first started dating my boyfriend, he would always come to school and give me Mary Kay products as gifts, such as lipstick, foundation, eyeshadow, etc. As a 17-year-old girl, I thought he was the most thoughtful and nicest guy ever to give me makeup for no reason. Eventually, we grew closer and I spent a lot of time at his parents' house. His mom had a full basement stocked with thousands of Mary Kay product inventory. The entire basement was full of shelves with makeup and skincare products. After meeting his mom a couple times, she told me that she would give my boyfriend products to send to school with him to give me. She asked me how I liked the products, and as a 16-year-old girl with no money receiving free makeup, of course I replied to her, I love them. I use the products every day. She then went on to give me a full makeover, and when my mom picked me up that evening, she gave her a list of the products she used in hopes that we would purchase them. My mom bought a foundation and we left. A few weeks later, when my mom picked me up one night, my boyfriend's mom invited us to a Mary Kay pop-up house party she was having. My mom agreed to go, and when we finally showed up a week later, we were the only ones there. His mom made a statement pointing out to my acne. Oh my god, this has happened to someone else before, but with a different MLM, not Mary Kay, where like someone's mom invited them over and essentially did the same thing, like pointed at their acne and things like that. Like very weird to do. I just don't know why people would do that, which I had been very self-conscious about at the time and suggested a 5-product treatment regimen to clear it up. She told my mom how it worked wonders on my boyfriend and his sister's skin. I begged my mom to buy it and she did. Flash forward a year, I was 17 at the time and was still dating my boyfriend. One night while I was over at his house, his mom explained the business opportunity to me and said when I was 18, I could join, get a discount on all the products, and make a ton of money right out of high school. I didn't have a job at the time and was familiar with the products and thought it'd be a great idea. She even told me she would sell me some of her inventory at half the price to get started. A couple months later, I ended up breaking up with my boyfriend at the time and didn't hear from her again until after my 18th birthday. She reached out to me asking if I wanted to join and talked to me about the opportunity again. I declined since I was going to college and focused on getting into a nursing school program at the time. She was very nice about it and wished me well. Let me pause really quick. That's just really weird. Like, if my mom reached out to like my ex-boyfriend and is like, can you or do you want to join this business opportunity? I mean, unless you guys, like you and the boyfriend, are still cool, like, and friends after the breakup, like, then that wouldn't be as weird. But I just find that weird. Like, I don't know. None of my family, like, with any of my boyfriends I've ever had, were ever friends with him, like, after we broke up. So I don't know. I found that weird. But when you're in an MLM, you are tempted to do things you may not do otherwise. I'm 21 years old now, and about 6 months ago, his mom reached out to me on Instagram again, asking if I was interested in joining Mary Kay and telling me about new products. I nicely declined and wished her the best. I feel so horrible for what this woman has gone through, and that she probably wasted thousands of dollars on a business that she hoped financially could have gotten her family out of a terrible situation. As much as I hate MLMs, now after learning more about them, I'm glad my family and I were able to buy some products to support her at the time. Flash forward to today, her Facebook still says she's a Mary Kay consultant. She looks to be living with her elderly parents, and her daughter is now living with her fiance. Mary Kay isn't like your average MLM in today's world, right? In 2021. Mary Kay is one of like the old school MLMs where you don't buy product like online. So like, for example, if I was a Mary Kay rep, I can't just send someone to like Mary Kay's website through my link and then make commissions off what they buy off the website. And then, for example, like Mary Kay sends them the product they purchase. No, Mary Kay is one of those MLMs where you have to buy inventory, and then from your inventory you have to sell. So it's essentially like Avon, Paparazzi, the jewelry MLM, the $5 jewelry. It's the same as that, where you have to buy like thousands of dollars of inventory and then you have to sell it. You may spend, for example, $5,000 buying products. So you're instantly out of $5,000. Example, LuLaRoe. People weren't able to get that money back that they had spent on those products, you know? They were spending $5,000, $8,000, $10,000 at one time to get the inventory to hopefully sell the leggings, versus an MLM like Beachbody. Yes, you do have to stay active. So every month you are buying products $50 to $100 a month, sometimes more than that. And you do have to pay like a business fee, which is just a fee for Beachbody to make more money, in my opinion. At least with that, like, you can get yourself out quickly. Like, if a month into Beachbody, you can get out and maybe only lost the starter kit money and like the business fee, you know? But with an MLM like Mary Kay, you are losing all of that money that you spend on that inventory. But that's going to be all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I would love to know what you guys thought about today's video. Don't forget to leave a comment. I love chatting with you guys down below. Like this video if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I upload 2 days a week. Monday, I always do reaction videos, deep dives, scam videos, all those kind of things. And then Fridays are MLM horror stories. And soon I will be doing like MLM news updates on Fridays too. So be on the lookout for that, and I will see you in the next one.